Well, first of all, I probably wasn't expecting to speak to you at the start of the weekend. Can you just describe events over the last 48 hours, both personally and from a football club point of view?
Yeah, obviously we had a bit of disappointing news over the weekend and after the game on Saturday. But these things happen in football, and we're all professional, players and staff alike, and we've got a game to prepare for tomorrow. And at the moment, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, the players are the most important thing in all of this. When were they informed that maybe Graham might be tempted to leave the football club?
Well, Graham spoke to the players after the game on Saturday, and that's how things do stay into the four walls. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on what was said, but there was a conversation with the players and Graham, and obviously he spoke to the press after the game then and said what he said. So on that front, you know where we stand, in going forward, and I know the club have put out a statement this morning to confirm that they've had an approach from another club.
Because whatever happens, he brought you to the football club, and he's done a very impressive job, hasn't he? Rovers 4th in the table this morning.
Yeah, definitely. I think the last year, I think it was his year anniversary over the weekend. He's done an excellent job from where the club are to where we are at the moment, and I think that's the important thing to realise. Managers do leave clubs along the way. Normally it's for other reasons, and there's no doubt we're in a good place at the moment. We're 4th in the league. We're still in the two cups that we're involved in, with the Leasing Cup and the FA Cup tie tomorrow. So on that front, there's still a lot of positivity. There's a bit of disappointment yet. Let's be fair, but there's still a lot of positivity this morning in training.
Because Saturday was quite possibly the best league result, certainly since Bristol Rovers have won promotion back to the Football League. It must have been a bit of a bombshell from the highs of winning at Ipswich to the news about Graham.
Yeah. We came off the field and we had a great away victory, as you said, at Ipswich, one of the top teams in the league. And but as I said, these things happen. There's always disappointments in football. It is it's not the first time it's happened, and it's not certainly going to be the last time that happens. But as I said, as a group of individuals and collectively as staff and players, we know what the job is in hand is until things materialise any further.
And there's not a lot of time to digest the news because there's an important FA Cup game at Plymouth on Tuesday. Who'll be in charge of the team tomorrow at Home Park?
Well, at the moment, as far as we know, between the staff that remain in, Joe took training this morning, as you're aware. Kev May is still around. I'm still around. And Lee Mansell's helped out with the training this morning. So we'll carry on over the next 24 hours as we are until we're told otherwise. But what we've got certainly a group of motivated staff to prepare the boys for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, we're speaking to you. You're a goalkeeping coach at the football club. Might you have a bit more responsibility at Plymouth?
Well, my role at the club is a goalkeeping coach, assistant coach, whatever. I've been fortunate enough to gain a lot of experience in my time as a coach throughout a number of years. So whatever I'm asked to do, I know I'll be able to do it to the best of my ability.
And how much of a distraction is this ahead of a cup game against Plymouth?
There's no doubt it's a little bit of a distraction. I'll be a liar if I said any different, but. We know what we need to do. The boys know what they need to do. They've been different class this morning. They're well motivated. They know the job in hand. And by 7:45 tomorrow, we'd like to think that we're up for the task and we know what we've got to do.
Has it been business as usual for the players today, i.e. training on time, things like that?
Yeah, definitely. We arrived at the same time, 9:30. We had a quick chat with them just to give them a brief update as we should, just out of courtesy to them, so we know where they are. And we were on the training pitch by 10:30, ready to go.
Yeah, and in terms of long term, have you just been told Plymouth, or are you looking ahead to Peterborough? Is it a day by day thing at the moment?
Yeah, I think it's a day by day thing. Again, we know what happens in the world. There's no confirmation of what's happening at the moment as far as we know. So it's daily basis. Whether it was this time last week, I said we were on a daily basis in football because we know how quickly things can change. So we just got on with the job in hand, and we look forward to tomorrow night.
And what would your message be to the Rovers supporters who are on a high at 5 o'clock and then the news came? What would your message be to them ahead of some really big games coming up?
Yeah, we're in a good place. I think the fans have got to be happy to where we stand at the moment. As I said, 4th in the league, still in the Leasing Cup, in the next one, the Leasing Cup, and we're still in the FA Cup, looking forward to trying to get into the third round. So you know, there's a lot of positivity. They were fantastic support that we had there on Saturday. I think there was well over 1,000 there, you know, for a long journey to Ipswich, and they were a different class. And hopefully we'll have a similar turnout tomorrow, supporting the lads and getting us through to the next round.
We wish you well. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.